guys, Coco Yogi here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a restorative, heart-opening yoga flow focused on back bends. Our practice is going to culminate after a nice, thorough warm-up in full wheel pose, which is what you think of when you think of back bends. It's like the half moon shape with your hands and feet on the ground. Full wheel should be amazing and it feels great, but we've got some warm-up to do before we get there, so let's get started. So we're gonna start warming up the spine by just planting the hands and then stepping each foot onto the mat, and then we're gonna find a forward fold and let your head and your neck hang heavy and let your spine really decompress in this position. You can grab opposite elbows and let your torso sway back and forth if that feels good. You can take a deep bend in the knees or you can straighten them, whatever feels like lengthening here, where you're tapping in with the hamstrings and you're letting the spine decompress. From here, we're gonna take the fingers down to the mat and walk the hands forward, walk the feet back, and we're finding our first downward facing dog of our practice today. We're gonna take 5 breaths in downward facing dog. You can take little movements that feel nice here, maybe pedaling the feet. On an exhale, look forward toward the hands and walk the feet up toward the hands. Find another forward fold. And then this is the only time we're gonna lift all the way up during the practice. Follow the hands up toward the sky. Bring them down to the heart and then let your hands rest by your sides, mountain pose, top of your mat. That was our first sun salutation. We're gonna do one more, and then when we do one more, we're gonna find ourselves on the ground for the remainder of the flow. Inhale, hands up, gaze toward your palms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten your back and lengthen your spine. Plant the hands and then step back, find a high plank. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, flip the feet over, press them into the ground, lift the chest up, gaze up, upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips back, downward facing dog. And back in down dog, we're gonna take another 5 breaths here. We're gonna do one more sun A, finding ourselves on the mat afterward. This one's gonna be 1 breath per movement though. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, high plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, lower the knees down, find a tabletop position. And we're gonna do some of our favorite movements here. We're gonna do cat-cow. This is so good for your spine. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, one more time, drop your belly down, arch your back, lift your gaze up high. Amazing. Now we're gonna find puppy pose from here and really start getting into our back bending. Plant the knees nice and firm, walk the hands out, and see how low you can find the chest. Maybe even resting the chest and the cheek on the mat. After some breaths here, lift your chest up, come back to tabletop, and then take the knees up. High plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Wonderful job. All right. Now from here, we're going to exhale, high plank. Send the knees down and lift up onto the knees. We're gonna do a couple seated back bends to start getting ready to get deeper into the spine. But before we do so, we're gonna clear our spine with a nice twist. So just put one hand in front of your knees, send the other one behind, and see if you can get it to the top of the opposite thigh. And gaze behind you, take a couple deep breaths. And then we're gonna switch sides, plant the opposite hand, and reach the other arm around the back. Take some deep breaths. Amazing. Unbind, and we're going to sit right up onto the knees and the shins. Tuck the toes so you get a little bit more elevation in the heels. And stretch up through the spine, bring the hands to prayer. Deep breath in and start descending backwards. When you feel ready, reach one hand back and then the other find the ankles with the hands and let the head and the neck fall back. We're in camel pose now. If this feels too easy, you can let the tops of the feet come down. Whenever you find your next exhale, lift your gaze, lift up, sit your hips down, and we're gonna do that clearing twist one more time. Bring a hand forward, bring the opposite hand back, around to the top of the opposite thigh. Switch it around. And we're gonna do one more camel pose. Up on the knees. If you had gone ahead and put the tops of the feet down, stay there. You can even do something kind of fancy like switch the grip. Or if you're feeling really flexible here, it will highly benefit you to start opening up the shoulders. So maybe taking one hand overhead or maybe both hands overhead. On an exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Sit back down onto the heels. All right, now we're gonna find a child's pose to just decompress the spine a little bit. For this child's pose, I'm gonna have you take your knees nice and wide and bring the toes together. Walk the hands out in front of you. Let the belly and the chest sink toward the mat. On an inhale, bring the knees back together, tuck the toes, press into the hands and lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet a little bit. Take some nice movements in the spine and the hips. On an inhale, come forward, high plank, and then exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down to the mat. All right, from here, we're gonna try locust pose, which is one step before bow pose. And you may know these or you may not, but we're gonna start with locust. So gazing forward, we're gonna do locust with our hands by our sides first. We're gonna knit the legs together really tight. We're gonna lift everything up. Go ahead now. And we're gonna spend 5 breaths here. And on an exhale, lower down. You can rest one of your cheeks on the mat. And we're gonna do one more, but this time we're gonna interlace the fingers behind our back. And on an inhale, lift up. You should get a little bit more height, pressing your palms together this way. And try to keep the feet together. Exhale, lower. Okay, now we're gonna do bow pose. This is one of the more intense progressions in our back bend series. For this one, you're gonna bend the knees. You can flex the feet to make this a little bit easier. You're gonna catch your feet, and then you're gonna kick into your hands. Once you're up here, point your toes, make it look nice and pretty, and you can rock back and forth like a boat if you want to. Take deep breaths in here. Expand the space in the chest. This is what we mean when we're talking about heart openers. And on an exhale, lower everything down. You can take a cheek to the mat again and windshield wiper the legs back and forth like this. Amazing. Plant the hands, send the hips back toward the heels. Wide-legged child's pose again. We're gonna swing the feet around front, hips down on the mat. And we're gonna do a nice seated forward fold. If you're a lady like me, you might need to untuck your butt from underneath you to really get your full range of motion. Fold forward. This pose is called Paschimottanasana in Sanskrit. Take your hands to your heart, take a deep breath in. Exhale.